thoughts and reactions on the game?
Beaten by the better team by a mile. Don't think can't remember a shot. Did we have a shot? Their keeper didn't look very dirty, put it that way. I think conceding after a minute is never ideal, is it? And they've literally won every first ball, second ball, third ball throughout the all afternoon. And in comparison to the other games Wednesday and Tavistock when we've won away from home and even second half last week, I don't entirely know why we've not been able to produce something better than we did today. I've just said to them, sometimes in football you get a lesson in terms of the physical aspects of the game, because it wasn't as if we didn't play well in terms of how we tried to go about things. They completely stopped any hope of what we wanted to do. They played three really high, three really physical big lads who give our defenders an absolute nightmare. Stopped us getting it into midfield, which is where the spare man was. We weren't a threat going forward. It's a difficult one to summarise, Leon, in terms of I can't take anything away from them whatsoever. We were really poor, but they've come and done an absolute fantastic job, and the credit goes to them.
Do you think the weather and the pitch played into the part of how they played?
No, the pitch was fine. Pitch was absolutely fine, and you can see from the games that are off elsewhere, there's other teams that just would be really happy to have a pitch like ours. And obviously, it's heavy at the end. It's when you're 3-0 down or 4-0 down, you want that downpour to come probably after an hour, and then you can ask a question. But that's literally desperation kicking in there. The pitch was absolutely fine. The wind is the worst thing for a footballer. We understand that. Anybody who's played the game gets that. The windy conditions is an absolute killer. But we were literally leaving everything to each other. I've never seen a ball fall down in between players and the keeper as much as it did today. They were literally getting there on the full, strong side foot volleys, strong headers, and then let the conditions take it out for a throw in, and then you're away from danger. I think anybody can see the highlights if there are any. The goals we've conceded are criminal. We've left it to each other. We've not stamped our authority on the game and gone and won the first ball, and that's the biggest thing. It's literally, it's not for the want of trying, is it? It's sometimes you get an understanding of what the lads have got in the locker, and days like today don't come around very often in terms of the conditions, but I've seen something today that I need to take forward and try and work on in my own little mind, in terms of if we have the conditions like it again, we can set up in a way which gives us a better chance. Because today, men versus boys is said too often, but they were a lot stronger than us, and we need to take that on the chin.
What do you think happened on Wednesday as we won against Exmouth and then losing to Westbury, who are near the bottom of the table?
I think again we don't. I say it quite often to you too, and we don't get ahead of ourselves, and we've got to realise that sometimes the squad we have got, whilst we've got a couple of names in the squad that people look at, there's a lot of inexperience in there as well. And we don't individually go for lads, but collectively, I think the inexperience and the lack of games at this level showed today, and that's in a few areas. There's more than 6 in today's team that haven't played at this standard for more than a year, and it's easy to forget, because when you're getting a decent result, everybody's high as a kite, and everybody's the best player best player that's ever come to the club, and then all of a sudden you get asked a few questions and the reality kicks in. Wednesday was a totally different ball game because we played well, got the ball down, we passed, we were sharp, we got it into areas where we were going to hurt them. Today we just weren't given an opportunity to do that. And when a team comes to your own patch and does that, you've then got to have a plan B, and me included, we didn't have that today. Not good enough, and we have to kick on and learn from it.
Basically, away next, I believe.
Yeah.
Well, what are you looking forward to that game to improving, maybe?
I wish it was tomorrow, because you could then just get it out of your system. But again, Bishop's Cleeve away, I said it before, Exmouth, they don't come any easier, do they? It's 4G. Bishop's Cleeve are a very, very good football team. We're going to go up there without a couple bodies, and again, to be fair, names in the hat in terms of who starts next week based on today, but we'll go away without a couple because of suspensions, and we'll be better than we were today. No two ways about it. But Bishop's Cleeve's windy at the best of times, so we've had another taster of that, and I'm sure it'll be blowing a gale up there next week, and we'll have to have a game plan which is very much different than what today was.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, Leon.